Hey everyone, today I have two challenge locks for you from Wobbles. One doesn't have a key and one does have a working key. I'm going to see if I can get both of them filmed at the one after another, and then I'll gut both of them. For this one I'm going to use this custom tensioner that is not made for this lock, but it seems to fit well. It's hard to get a regular tensioner into the top of the keyway on this one. I'll use pretty light tension because these usually have a bunch of homemade serrated pins in them. There's a click out of one, a little click out of two, and a false set. Three is binding, counter rotation out of three, click out of three, back to a false set, little counter rotation on four, back to a false set. Three feels like it's not set. Maybe it is. Go back to the beginning. One feels set. Two is binding again. Little click out of two. Two's still binding. Push two up a little further and I got that one open. I'm going to put that one aside. That one doesn't have a key. I'll leave it unlocked. And they are going to go out of frame, but they're just challenge locks. Here is challenge lock number 2. This one does have a key. There's what the bidding on the key looks like. And the key does work. Let's see if I can get number 2 open. Top of the keyway tension, Peterson. I'll use just a standard hook one. It's kind of started in a false set. Counter rotation, click out of 3. Click out of 4 and into a click out of 4 and 5 went into a pretty deep false set. 1 feels good, 2 feels set, 3. 4 is binding again. Counter rotation out of 4. And click out of 4, back to a false set. Another click out of 5 and it opened. Number 4, I had almost no tension on that when I was counter rotating. I had to kind of just work it out of that really deep false set. Alright, let me adjust the camera and then I'll get both of them gutted. I'll get the one with the key first. It's probably a little bit easier. There it is, open. 5 is standard, 4 is standard, 3 standard, 2 standard, 1 is standard. So all the key, nothing special with the key pins. I don't see any counter milling in the core. I'll check out the custom drivers in this. One is a spool. Two is a spool. Three is a spool with some serrations in it. Five is a spool. And 4 is kind of like a torpedo pin. So that really deep false set was when it was just stuck on pin number 4. That torpedo pin in there. There's kind of a little torpedo, custom torpedo pin in number 1 also. And this one, I will see if I can get the C-clip off the back without locking it back up. Oop, yep, actually popped right off, and then I won't have to gut it through the top. Yeah, I was thinking this was a 4-pin lock, but looks like pin number, if that's a pin 5, it just sits flush, so it doesn't come into play. Nope. Oh, I see what happened there. So what happened with pin 5 is there actually is a key pin and a driver in there. The driver is just a little too short. So the driver pin actually just sits flush in the keyway like that. So it felt like a 4-pin lock to me, but it's actually a 5-pin lock. Key pins are all standard. No counter milling in the core. And And there won't be a driver in slot 5 in this lock because it fell out with, it was in the core with the key pin. Here's number 1, it's a spool. Two is a spool with maybe a little serration in the middle, almost like a double spool. 3 is a spool. And 4 is a spool. Yeah, it does look like there are only 4 springs in there. Here's the close-up of all the pins. A couple little like serrated or double spools, and all standard key pins. Thank you, Wobbles, for the 2 challenge locks. They were fun.